Hey everyone, this is Stonewall from Stonewall Instruments. I am here to talk to you about this most recent guitar that I just completed. This is a custom one-off build that I built for a customer. If it looks similar to the last guitar that I built, Charles, it's because they're pretty much the same. And they're going to the same customer. The difference between Lucrezia here and Charles is the tone woods and the pickup and electronics. Other than that, the specs are pretty much the same scale length, same neck shape, profile, nut width, tailpiece, just overall design is pretty much the same. So anyways, this is Lucrezia, and I'll get to the name in a moment. The construction is walnut, the body, and for the neck. The walnut was actually a walnut tree that was on the customer's property. It had been chopped down years ago and was just laying at the end of his driveway for years and years and years. So we had it milled up a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And it's been sitting in my shop ever since. Now it's dry enough to actually use, so we built a guitar out of it. So it's kind of fun to build some story into the instrument. So walnut for the body and for the neck. And then we've got spalted flame maple for the top. And we do have, I don't know if this will show up on camera, there's actually another piece of just regular, boring, plain maple in between the walnut and the spalted flame maple. And the reason for that is spalted maple is dead, essentially. It's got a fungus growing inside of it. Some spots around here where the discoloration is the heaviest, it's actually got fungus in it. It's as soft as like balsa wood. So we wanted the tailpiece, which is inlaid into the body, and the bridge to actually mount into the maple and not this dead piece of wood, which is really just there for show. It's really gorgeous. And we were able to use a lot of that spalted flame maple, again, for the headstock and for the back plates. We'll get to that. Everything else is ebony. Ebony tailpiece, ebony P90s. These are not black covers. They're not ebony covers. The tops of the pickups are actually ebony. Fingerboard is ebony, truss rod cover is ebony, knobs are ebony, tuner buttons are ebony. So yeah, we've got kind of like a black and gold or an ebony and gold theme going on here, where this bridge, which is the LR Bags something or other, it's their piezo tuning mag. It's black with gold saddles. The pickups are ebony with gold screws. We've got an ebony tailpiece with gold, brass insets for the ball ends, which looks like gold. We've got the EVO fret wire, which looks like gold, but isn't actually gold, and it's sometimes called gold fret wire. Tuners are gold, but with the ebony buttons. Yeah, I really got ahead of myself. So the reason that it's called, this guitar is called Lucrezia, is it's kind of fun. Fun for everyone except for me. The owner of the guitar, the customer who commissioned this build, he came up with the name. When I was building this guitar, there was a day where I was routing out the pickup cavities, and I got really sick that day. I thought that I had gotten food poisoning, and it was just very, very bad. And I was out all the next day. And the following day, I came back to work, and I routed out the neck cavity, the neck pocket. I got sick again, and I was like, "Oh, that's so weird. Why did I get food poisoning again?" And a few days later, I realized I didn't get food poisoning. I was breathing in all the fungus that was still in this wood. It had just been air dried, and so the fungus was still there. And I wasn't wearing a dust mask because I'm an idiot. And so the wood chips just hit me right in the face, and I'm breathing it in. And that's what got me so sick. So the customer decided to call the guitar Lucrezia after Lucrezia Borgia, who was known apparently for poisoning her husband. So I thought that was a pretty clever name, and that really did stick, and people have really been enjoying that. So this is Lucrezia. We discussed the tone woods. Let's see here. It's carved top, just like a Les Paul. I mean, it's built a lot like a Les Paul. Carved top, we've got this bevel here and the cutaway for some upper register access. We've got more of a carve in here for the same reason, so it's comfortable for the upper register access. We did a belly bowl as well, so that it really just hugs the body. For the fingerboard, we did the bulge again. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. You see that? 12th fret, the treble side, where it just bulges out a little bit. Gives you a little bit more room to bend, play vibrato, without pulling the high E string right off the edge of the fingerboard, which if you've ever played a Fender, any Fender, you're going to run into that issue. Alright, so let's move on to the electronics, I suppose. We got a lot going on here with the electronics. We actually have 17 different tone possibilities out of 2 single coil pickups and then piezo. So this is really kind of fun. We got a lot of versatility built in here. Neck pickup, P90, and it is tapped. So the low output is 5K, high output is 9K, and we can do that with the magnetic volume control. Down position is 5K, up is 9K, DC resistance. Bridge pickup, P90 again, tapped, and the down position for the tone is the low output at 6K, pull it up, we're at 11K. So low output and high output for both P90s. And then we actually have a 6-way switch to switch in between them. So it's kind of weird. It's a 3-way switch and the up position, and then 3-way switch in the down position, making a total of 6. So in the down back position, so down and back, we're at the bridge pickup, both, and then forward we're at the neck pickup. Switch that up, now we've got the neck pickup and the piezo on. Switch that over to the middle, still in the up position, we got both, and the piezo, and then we've got the bridge pickup and just the piezo. Now we can alter that further by pulling the tone knob up, and now we're at 11K and the piezo, and switch it really crazy, and now we're at 5K neck pickup, no piezo. Lots of controls going on here. So that's a switch. Like I had mentioned, this is the volume for the P90s, and then it's the tone for the P90s, and then this is the volume for the piezo. We've got 2 outputs. This is just for the magnetics, just for the P90s, and this one is just for the piezo. Wiring, wow, yeah, so that was really frustrating. Went with the LR Bags preamp and tried to get it to work the way that I wanted it to. I had to really take it apart to get it to work. We wanted to get rid of the mini switch that comes with it so we could use the 6-way switch instead, and we're going to 2 output jacks instead. It was really kind of confusing to get that, but we got it, or I got it. And the tone, I've played a lot of guitars, electric guitars with the piezo, and a lot of acoustic guitars with the piezo, and they don't sound good, right? So I wasn't into it. This guitar, it actually sounds really good. I don't know if it's because this is the first time I've heard a quality electric guitar with a piezo system in it, or because this system is really good and I've never actually heard it before. But it sounds more natural than the other piezo systems that I've heard. So while we're on electronics, magnetic control plates, more of that spalted flame maple, just glued onto a sheet of steel. And what sets mine apart from other people who are doing magnetic control plates is you just have to hit it in the sweet spot. Push right here, boom, pops right off. You can see there's a lot of electronics going on there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll put a picture up. Same thing here, this is the battery. And then that's just the bolt for the tailpiece, because we want to have a nice clean look. There's no strap, there's no screws from the top, just want a nice clean look. So it's inlaid into the body, and then just a little screw from the back, and then a really attractive magnetic plate to cover that up. I think we've covered just about everything that we need to on this guitar. So this is a 1973 Sound City Concord. Love this amp, and that's actually a bass amp. So I've got the P90s going through the Sound City Concord, and I've got the piezo going through the bass amp, and actually it sounds really, really good. So let's start with neck pickup, 5K.
you.